and heckle him a lot. And again, Kelly here. All right, prepare yourself for Kelly Whitmire.
How's it going? I want everybody to listen right now how nobody's laughing, because it's not going to change for the next 5 to 6 minutes. Not even a little bit. Let's see. When the first one dies, they're all so anyways, it's my first time, like I said, being at the Open Toad. I came, I think, twice before and checked everybody out, kind of scouted the scene out. And I wanted a gimmick, I guess, so that everybody would remember me. Something that I've never seen at this comedy club or any comedy club or Comedy Central or anything. So I became a chubby guy with a beard because God knows we're not around. So hope everybody had a fun Labor Day weekend. I had a pretty decent one. I went home to Dalton, Georgia, the land of carpet and meth. But I like Dalton, even though I probably shouldn't, but I love that place. And it's the kind of place you have to kind of explain to people before you take them there. Like, I don't know if anybody else is from like a really weird small town, but it's kind of like, okay, look, they mean well, they just don't, they don't really know better. We're kind of stuck back in like the 1950s mindset. We haven't really progressed. It's the chemicals from the carpet. But while I was home, I went to our local mall and I passed the sign. I passed the stores or whatever, and it was a Weight Watchers place, and it said max occupancy 38 people. And I saw that and kind of thought for a second, well, is that regular people, or is that people who need Weight Watchers? Because, I mean, if it's like 38 regular people, that's one thing. But what if the guy who's, heading up the little Weight Watchers group goes out, sells 37 subscriptions or whatever the hell they do, and then, buys 37 Weight Watchers sized people into a room set for 38, regular sized people. It just gets to the point where it's like, all right, 15, 16, 7, fuck. But if he wanted to make money, what he should have done was opened up a Anorexics Anonymous place. Because then, it would have been like 98, 99, 100. So, I'm unemployed, broke fuck. So that's right, chubby, bearded, redneck, and unemployed. I'm just the all-around heartbreaker. But, I think the worst part, being, in this town, this is obviously a fun town, lots of bars, but just being broke around here, it's obviously a big kick in the ass. But, so I'd come around here throughout the summer, apply at places, do all that I could. And there's nothing more fun, by the way, than just dragging my fat, drunken ass around through Georgia heat in a polo shirt and blue jeans, listening to why people want to employ me. It is the best thing in the world for your ego, and it makes you feel like a fucking champ. But, like I said, I'm unemployed, but that in and of itself has its own benefits. First and foremost is I can sit on my ass and watch TV most of the day, which it's always fun. But the problem I found with TV is we've got so many theme channels that don't really stick to their theme anymore. Like we've got the Discovery Channel, which we should expect to have like science and documentaries, and they have usually 9 times out of 10 just some asshole doing his job. And then we've got the History Channel, which you expect to be like, hey, wars and countries and what happened, and it just turns into fictional creatures like monsters, like aliens, and cable. And the third one, which kind of messes with me the most, is Animal Planet, because it's not really out there what it should be. But every time I turn on to Animal Planet, it's either cops or midgets, and that just blows my mind. So, my plan to kind of consolidate all these things is to make my own few channels. The first one would be the one for all the all those documentaries and historical things that TLC and History Channel and Discovery Channel aren't showing anymore. just call it LSS, Learn Some Shit. The second one would be for all those, jobs that all those job shows that Discovery Channel showing now. I would call it the Just Occupational Broadcasting Station, or Jobs. And that's the place where you can watch an ice road pawn star make a dirty job of a deadly catch with a swamp-logging axeman. The third channel, I think, would be, fun in a place like this. I think a town like this would get behind it. I'm going to call it the High Channel, or THC. And, I think the audience might be around this town. But, it's going to have all the things a Stoner News Channel Stoner Channel has to have, like the 2 p.m. morning news. And the frozen pizza and cookie dough cooking show. Because sometimes you just don't know the right way to get the chocolate sauce on the tortillas. Alright, and the third one I just thought, or the fourth one, I'm sorry, that I just thought would be funny is called East Spin, which I just thought it would be funny if the announcers on ESPN called games while drunk. Now, how the kid with a Budweiser and a Braves hat would come up with this joke is beyond me. But, it just seems like sports announcers, athletes, after games, they're all drinking champagne and everything. The fans are, always drinking. People at home are drinking. So I think the announcers should drink just to add to the entire thing. Because, which sounds better, like, Jason Hayward, out in right field, and oh, he just barely misses an easy pop fly. Or, they hit the ball, going back, oh fuck! Hayward just, mother, son of a bitch. But outside of all the channels that I love, the commercials are, what you gotta take with it. And there's probably nothing in this world I fucking loathe more than commercials, just because I think most of them kind of assume you're, fucking retarded. But one of the ones that really annoys me is GoDaddy, because it feels like I'm being, it feels like 13-year-old boys are trying to sell me shit. It's just race cars, titties, ass, race cars, titties, ass. And and their spokesperson is, of all people, Danica Patrick, because the layover between NASCAR fans and web developers is fucking huge. It has to be. But what I like about Danica Patrick, and there's Hope Solo that was the great goalie for the women's soccer team this summer. There's Venus and Serena Williams and all these great athletes who are out there, trying to make massive strides for their sports in the way of feminism, trying to show girls that they can play sports as well as boys. And then there's Danica Patrick, who is just slutting it up for NASCAR as hard as she possibly can. Because NASCAR, they want to give they want to send a very clear message to the young women that the only way to get to the top is to take yours off. The second commercial that has pretty much been pissing me off is I don't know if y'all seen this Miracle Whip commercial where there's these two chubby white spoiled people just bitching at their wedding I wouldn't want my kid to be born in a world where there's Miracle Whip. We live in a country where we've got war, debt, recession, unemployment's up the roof, and Jersey Shore is one of the highest rated shows in America. We've got fucking problems right now. And the number one thing this lady can think of is, my kids don't have to eat Miracle Whip. And just what a whiny fucking thing to bitch about. And the third one is, I don't know if y'all probably seen this one. I think it's an AT&T commercial where they just beat the shit out of the phone because it has a bug. And I'm just wondering if that chick goes by TVs and sees someone with a gun oh fuck! It's real! Alright, that's my time.
Give it up for the chubby bearded guy.